Predominantly a Ghana community, Jamestown is located within the heart of the capital of Ghana, Accra. This small tribal locality is a part of the Gamanche area and has a relatively enormous population. Panogo, Kolomashi, and now the famous Azonto, among other notable dances peculiar to the Gans, can be found here. Due to its location near the coast, inhabitants of Jamestown are mainly fishermen and fishmongers. Historically, the Ghana Dambes trace their roots as far back as ancient Egypt, possibly ancient Israel. Through migration, they settled in Ile-Ife in Nigeria and later moved to Ghana, the then Gold Coast. The Gans developed trade relations with the tribes in the rich forest belts. Their neighbors, the Akwemus, the Achims, and later the Ashantis, traded with the Gans, with whom they exchanged gold, slaves, and forest products for fish and salt. In 1649, Gamanche Mampong Okai granted permission to the Dutch West Indian Company to build a fort. This fort was named Krief Koo, which is now known as the Asha Fort. Niteko Tego is the director of the Gamashi Development Agency, Gamada, an organization of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly responsible for the development of the Gamashi area. His outfit work in 5 main areas: education, environmental sanitation, housing, economic development, and tourism. He shared a brief history of Jamestown.
Normally people confuse Jamestown with Gamashi. Gamashi is a larger community and it comprises of 2 communities, Jamestown and Ashatown. Jamestown is also known as Ngleshi. Ngleshi being a derivation from the word English, because this was a part where the British had their influence during colonial rule. As you may be aware, the Ghana has different groups of people, even though they speak the same dialect. We have the people of Osu, La, Nungwa, Teshi. So to delineate this area, it's referred to as Gamashi.
The Jamestown community, particularly Bukom, is best known for its output of successful boxers. They include the likes of Azuma Nelson, Aikwote, and the notable welterweight Joshua Klute, who the youth in these areas look up to.
In the past, the Gans used to have what they call Asafu Atre, meaning group bouts of fights. One section of the community can just go and throw a challenge to another group, so that they will just go into mass fighting to see who will be defeated. And over time, this became an organized activity.
Boxing, over the years, has been tied to Jamestown to the extent that people hold the myth that children from Jamestown have no other aspiration besides boxing.
It's part of the Ghana culture to fight and then show that you are also brave. And normally as children, if you are around playing and one person provokes the other, if there's another fellow there, all you will do is to collect sand in both arms. Like asking you if you know you can fight the person, you just eat the sand. One person, if he feels I can fight this guy, will eat the sand. The other person, if he feels he can fight, then you eat the sand, and then they will set you to fight. You fight till you know that you are being beaten, and then you say, oh, sorry, I can't fight this guy. So that next time you see him, you give him that respect. That, look, this guy, if I joke, he will beat me, so I won't go in.
However,
following the research conducted from 5 schools that were randomly selected from Jamestown, our findings indicated that these children had aspirations aside boxing. Mr. Paul Seme, the director for Street Children Empowerment Foundation, an NGO situated in Jamestown that takes street children off the street into the classroom, also conducted same research in trying to find out career choices of students in Jamestown.
The Street Child Empowerment Foundation, established in the year 2010, nurtures the dreams of children, particularly the vulnerable ones.
Well, as an organization, like an NGO, for the past 6 years, we have not encountered so many kids. We have over 300 kids that have gone through our scholarship, and currently we have 130. I do not know of up to more than 2 who would want to do boxing either as a hobby or as a profession. So, and also having the career day where we actually brought kids from all the public schools, 5 different schools. There were over 500 kids together. We had all of them fill occupational interest profiles, which is the OIPs that you referred to. And interestingly, we didn't have any clearly saying they want to be boxers in future. So it's just a myth that is untrue.
In unraveling this myth, 300 students from JHS 1 to 3 were randomly selected from 5 basic schools.
277, representing 92% of them, did not express interest in venturing into boxing.
This finding came as no surprise to Mr. Seme.
A lot of the kids in Jamestown do not want to be boxers. It happens to be that boxing has made this area popular. But if you look at it again, the people who have made the boxing popular in this area were not in the school, were not in school. So coming from a vulnerable community, there's a lot of aggression in the area. People don't have opportunity to go to the public school. So there's some aggression. Aggression can easily be turned into being a profession, and that's what boxing has offered.
Michael Clote is a Form 3 student in the John Wesley Basic Methodist School. He likes sports, but aspires to be a medical doctor in future. He opted for medicine, describing boxing as a risky venture.
I want to be a doctor because in doctoring you can save lives so that people will remember you. I hate boxing because fighting won't take me anywhere. As they fight, they'll say that, oh, I want to go to the heavyweight championship and this thing and that. When they get to it, I see you get some punches, you get a punches from your opponent that can take you to an injury, whereby when you go in the time, you cannot even, some of your body functions cannot function well. So boxing, I don't like it at all.
The few who had passion for boxing were left to put their aspirations on hold because they needed to focus on their education.
The reason I stopped boxing is because my mother told me I should choose one of these two, whether I'll fight boxing or continue my education. And I told my mother that I'll continue my education. If you are a boxer, your mind will not concentrate on education. So you must to concentrate on your education first. If you finish the thing you want to do in future, and you benefit on that one too. That's why I stopped boxing.
PTA chairman of the John Wesley Basic Methodist School, Mr. Samuel Tete, had these to say on why some children opt out of boxing despite the immediate environment they find themselves in.
Children in school don't get much involved in boxing or any other sports activity due to their studies. It is because everyone is making a mark that even by entering into a university has become the hallmark.
Boxing is a profession. Boxing is lucrative. But does our education system encourage talent harnessing? Is boxing and sport, for that matter, left out to school dropouts only?
No. Because I have one guy here called Alex. He's in poly. In this gym, I have this lady. She have completed SS just 2 years ago. He called Trudy. And most of these boys have finished his technical education. I mean, this gym, none of boxers here who haven't been in school before.
Working in the education sector for over 6 years now, I can say that there is very little, and also as a product of the public school system myself, there's very little interest in what I wanted as a child, and for the kids that we also support through the Street Children Empowerment Foundation. I have not seen any careful personnel or staff in the schools that is dedicating their hours to monitor what the child does and what they want to become.
Environmental and economic factors play a key role in career choices for children staying in Jamestown. Apart from housing several boxing gyms that train young boxers, fishing and tabletop selling forms a part of the dominant occupations in this vicinity.
Jamestown houses several gyms, and these gyms train boxers and upcoming boxers. We visited most of this gym, and in doing so, we came across a boxer who gave an account as to how environmental factor has affected his career choices.
I was staying in Kaswa. I was attending school, Memot Academy. It was a soccer academy, but the school fees was 6 million. But my mother got some problem. He got some accident, and he did not let me to continue the school and stuff. The time I come here, I get the money to do small. I was not attend again. I leave the ball and I attend this one, boxing.
"50-year-old Desmond Nelson combines boxing with schooling. He is the last born of 4 siblings and aspires to be a boxer. Unlike Form 2 boy Desmond, who wants to help his nation, other students are motivated by prestige, wealth, family's involvement, among
Where
others.
I live, people don't say good things about people, so I want to be a boxer so that they will be proud about me.
I'm staying in boxing because my family, there are many boxers there, such as Joshua Krote, Emmanuel Tego, George Ashi, and Agbeku. Agbeku is my cousin.
Going back to Desmond's story, his mother at the beginning was not comfortable with his career choice.
Okay, first, I mean, small. She was panicked. Ni AFA bossa. Nke bossa ni le one le. Nko kaseni no fe bossa yin se pa. Se le won kan ge pa be ni time me ba se we bag. Ete keke papa bag. O ka ywe mo ntu ni ya keke ete. Wo mi ke ni mo. Tu ni we a bossa.
Before me lenche nkase boxing da. Ni ina walo. Wo that yani freestyle. Onu modro money lenche. Ba nke ba mba nshini na bo am from me. So wo se man bi ko attract ke ba ni. E play Thailand to du ba. O lele wo bi e no mi ke Desmond ake ni sumo ni ba kase boss ka jeshi. Yo lenche sumo ni first la nke le wo mi. After ba mi bi baba o ni kala ka o ne de wi mo ni shi ani ni. Ke esumo ni ekase e ba kase de sumo ni kase ba nye school wo kwa gbe ken no leso.
Desmond's dad oversees a KVIP at Timber Market in Accra to fend for his family and also cater for Desmond's school fees. In school, Desmond's conduct proves his father's hard work is not in vain.
Yeah, actually, he's willing to do something in terms of his education, but the head knowledge is not helping him. But when it comes to punctuality, he's always punctual. He lacks the ability to add and then reading. They are taught how to behave in town. So when it comes to bullying, he doesn't bully any of his peers.
Desmond trains with the Charles Quarty boxing gym. His coach speaks well of him as having a bright future.
Can't get about me. Desmond, almost 6 months now. She clever guy, he pick up fast than the usual. Sometimes it takes about a year before one will be able to do shadow boxing as they are doing. Because of his level of intelligence, how passionately you can pick up fast.
In the gym, Desmond had a few words to say.
I want to become a professional. I like boxing because I want to help my country.
Young ones like William Lai also have aspirations of becoming boxers.
My name is William Lai. I am in class 5. I am 10 years old. I want to be a professional boxer.
Equating education and boxing, several coaches and boxers interviewed in the boxing arenas scattered across Jamestown did not downplay the importance of education and boxing.
Because now we are in globalization. So there's no way one boxer he couldn't read nor write.
Even if it's not boxing alone, if it's about sports and you don't have good education background, I don't think you can succeed. You succeeding is slim. So I can tell you, it's good if you want to be a sports in boxing or any sports, you must go to school. School is important. And my gym here, even if you haven't been in school before, it will be difficult to accept you unless you are more than 24 years. But if you are less than 18 years and you haven't been in school, we'll tell you, go and get school before you come to this gym.
I tell them because with education is everything, because you have to be educated in anything you do in this world. So you guys should just keep your head up and go to school and focus. When you come back to the gym, just do your best and leave the rest for God.
Bena fake ka contract iko na fight ye man say ni contract ke ni bi no ba sign ke ni bi agbona wa kwa wojiam ke ni bi ni bena fe ni aka shishim wa sano ya school.
We all make choices, knowing the risk attached to the decisions and career paths we take. Successful and celebrated boxers, like the successful doctors, engineers, journalists, and accountants we all know and hold in high esteem, share one thing in common: identifying where they belong.